welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing my 2025 setup for my Louis Vuitton large ring or GM agenda. This is an A5 ring agenda, and up until this past month or so, this has been my main agenda since it's come into my collection. So I have all three agendas, as y'all know if you've been following me for a bit, and I love them all. They all serve their purpose. I love using multiple planners to stay organized. Typically I have what is called my main agenda, and that's what's been my GM. However, this year, or at least right now, right, because everything's always subject to change, I'm planning on using my medium ring as my main agenda. And so I wanted to turn this into more of a project planner. So I am going to be referring to this more as my tactical / project planner, probably just primarily my project planner. And I'm really excited for this. So, because I also think it makes sense to use this as a project planner, right? With like A5, with how big of a space you get. And so I'm really excited to use this. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I will have everything linked below that I can link. And then I'll also have a planner system video coming after all of the flips of each planner. I do it every year so that way y'all can see how I use them together. And then I always give tips on using multiple planners because I know it can be overwhelming. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So starting off, I have a few dashboards that I have in most of my planners. So I just love this quote from Infinite Lotus, the 2025 Vellum. I also like using this because I like having this in like other planners, especially as I transition, right? So for my medium ring, for example, I'm using the 24 Vellum and the 25 Vellum to separate where I'm at with my academic progress. And that way I know like when I started something here, it's like here's the 24 Vellum, and then for the new year I know this is the section that I'm in for 25. So that's typically my 2024 25 like move in. I'll do that for like a little bit. I can't remember where I put the 2024 dashboard in this one, but here's the 25. And then we have this beautiful acrylic dashboard. Absolutely love this. Again, have this for every single planner. And then we go into the tabs. So I have the Infinite Lotus tabs. I love these so much because they're just so thin. They take up zero space, which is great, especially if you want to have a lot of inserts. And so these are undated. It does come with a table of contents if you want to use it. I personally used it once but never really referenced it. I kind of just know where my tabs are. It's nice to have the like titles, but I move things around too, and I love the flexibility of just having them say number 1, 2, 3. So I really like that. But for the most part, and if you've been following for a bit, then you've seen like I typically keep things in a like certain order, and so that way I know where things like where to flip to. So first tab is my schedule section. So we have the 2025 dashboard. This is just an overview. I like having this in all my planners because it's just a nice thing to reference if you're trying to figure out something, right? And you're like on the phone or you're talking or like you're just trying to plan out dates. It's nice to be able to just come in here and take a look and see, okay, this is this date, blah, blah. So with that. And then I got these 2025 weeklies. So these are a week on one page insert. And so you have your this week, and then you have Monday through Sunday. You have a priorities, notes, and to-do list. I've used these before and I really like them. I got them dated because I think I've only have had them undated. And initially I got them just because I really like them and I really wanted to try them, but I didn't know how I was really going to use them for like my main insert, and I was kind of on the fence about it. However, for projects, I feel like this works, right? So this is my project planner. So these inserts will be used to manage anything that I'm doing with projects. And so that could be a home project, that could be my dissertation for school, really anything, you know, that I'm doing. And so I'm really excited about this because that way I can put all the details in here. I can make internal deadlines. Typically in my main planner, I don't like to put like, right, if I'm writing something, if you're in school, or most people have been in school, right, and you make like certain deadlines for yourself, like I want to have this many pages done or this chapter done by then. I don't like putting that in my like main planner, just in case I don't want to confuse it with like an actual deadline. So I only want to put actual deadlines in my main planner. But with something like this, right, I have a space to like kind of map out, put in tentative goals, you know, my plan, like to like really break things down. So I'm really excited to use this for that. And then also just, again, it's my tactical planner. So anything that I really feel like I need to go into like the details with when it comes to planning, that'll be in here. So that is this. And then I just have the whole year in here because right now, since it's my project planner, you know, I need to map out my dissertation and different things like that. But I also think this is just nice for, I think also content. Like I really think I want to also use this for content because it'll help me with keeping track of when videos are going out. And once I'm done with school, this might turn into a content planner. We will see. So yeah, I'll provide updates for these. Of course, y'all know I have my end of month flips and everything, but I'm excited to use these. And then next section is the inbox. So this will be an inbox again for projects because this is my project planner. So right now I just have this vellum from Infinite Lotus. This is again another staple in all of my planners. I love it. And you can just throw in page flags, sticky notes, whatever you want. And then I have it layered with this iconic dashboard from Cloth and Paper. And then the inbox insert from Infinite Lotus. So again, this will be all the ongoing projects. So this is where it'll initially come in, right? And that's the purpose of my inbox. So I'll write out like maybe anything that I want to do, long-term projects like I've been thinking about, updating my office, my library, right? Different things like that. And then what I love is these inbox have different sections so that you can put next, calendar, projects, waiting, someday, maybe, reference. And I think again that's perfect for projects, right? So for example, like if I want to reorganize or go through something, right? Like I think when you want to go through something, that's always like a someday. And if I always talk about like going through my planner stickers or going through my inserts and destashing things, that's something that I would put in here and then I would put someday. Or like, you know, I think the next thing I want to do is get a couch for my office. And so I would put that in here and then with next. So I can do a plan with me in this too if y'all are interested in that. But I figured this would be a great way to keep track of everything. And then that way I know kind of what's going on. So we have that. And then the next tab is the actual project section. So this is what I intend to use for all of my all of my projects, or at least most of them. So I have tried different style project inserts. I keep always coming back to these. I love how it's just set up. So these are from Infinite Lotus, and you have your start date, due date, if there's a budget, a cost. Great for house projects, right? Completed on, objectives. This is typically where I just write what I'm doing. And then what I like is the grid for brainstorming. So you can write notes, you can like put in photos, right? I can map out things, and you have a lot of grid. So it's front and back, and the back has a long to-do list with due dates and a checklist. And again, just additional notes back here. So if I wanted to, you know, again with the couch, put that in here, I can map out on one of the grids, like the office layout, what it would look like, or put in photos for inspiration, different things like that. So that's how I intend on using these. And then I just have a few in here. I don't have too many projects going on a day-to-day basis. This is primarily going to be probably more for like a lot of some days if we're going by like that inbox terminology. But yeah, we have that. And then the next section is my academic section. So I have my primary academic section, again, on my main planner. This is everything that I've been using. And essentially this is like all of my notes that I've been using while I work on my dissertation. This is something that I preferred in the A5 with a full size when I'm like really note taking or something. This is the 2024 items. Actually, was that the 2024 vellum? Yeah, so I did the same thing with the 2024 vellum to organize like everything that I worked on in 2024 versus 2025. Right, so like I have all my notes here and different things that I wrote down. I have some more in-depth things for my like dissertation that I need to reference. And so both are great, right? Because with my overview and my medium ring, it's nice just as a quick level. But when I'm actually working on my paper itself or the study itself, I have this open, and then I have so many note pages that I can just come in here and like take note or write things on and check things off. So I really like having this in my A5 in addition to my medium ring. So this is the project section. And then these are slightly different. These are the older version of the project inserts. I like them both. I do prefer the new style, which is why I ordered them and I have them as the main project inserts, just because I love all this space. I wasn't a huge fan of like the blank space here, which is why I printed out things and cut it up and put it in here. But that's just a personal preference. I think both styles are available, but they are both project inserts from Infinite Lotus, and then a bunch of note inserts as y'all have seen. And then I just have some extras in here because like I said, if I like just want to work on something or grab something, right? I want it in here and readily available so that way I can come in and work on my dissertation. So we have that. And then the next tab is going to be my list section. So I've been going back and forth on making this like a home section or a list section. For now, it's just lists. So I just have my wish list. So this is my library list. So this is all the books that I really like or have like wanted to just have, or ones that I reread. I have a Kindle, but there's just certain ones, you know, like for me at least, there's certain ones I just want to have. And so I keep track of like what's pre-ordered, what I want, all of that in here. And then I'm actually gonna have my reading log in my medium ring. So there's the wish list. And then I just have my general wish list from Chanel, for like designers of Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and then this is all of my SLGs, and then this is also kind of like another inventory, just so I can keep track of like all of my SLGs. Actually, I have a new one that I'm going to get to add soon that I'm really excited to share with you guys. But yeah, we have these. So I just have a lot of wish lists, and right now I think those are all somewhat related to home, right? So if I want to turn this into a home section, I can. I just don't know how that looks, but that's the only thing in this tab or in this like planner that I think might change. Everything else I'm really loving. And then after that, we just have a note section. So I have some from my Paper Co, and then the rest I think from like Hobby Lobby Hobby Lobby. So that is the GM setup. And again, I'm really excited about it and really like trying something a little bit different. I will of course keep y'all updated on the flips and how it works in addition to my medium ring. And we'll have a planner system video soon on how it works with all my other planners. But other than that, that is going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching.